Hello, Mavericks, and welcome to another episode of MAV Oneshots. This is your friendly host, Anvlude, here again to take you through one death, one kill, or one match with one build. Now, you may recognize our build from last week. We don't have a particular name for it, but I liked how this one ended up working. I think, though, there is a few tweaks that we could make to it. And so, without further ado, we shall. First off, that spine. That is a big old weak point. I don't think that it is an effective thing to have on a build such as this. I like using this generator as a central point. I think it works out pretty well most of the time. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to look at some of the attacker cockpits. Or possibly, actually, do any of these... Yeah, it's only the attackers that have the front attach points on them. We could look at the Hawk or the protected Hawk. Or the Mark II of either of those. I don't think a dragon is what we want right now. And all of these are 3 weapons per group, so that doesn't matter as much. Let's see, 460, 610, 529, 675. Let's just do the protected Hawk right now. And try it this way. Okay, now it looks like that is too low down for it to work like that right now. So what if we did this? It's a bit far back. Actually, you know what? Let's try the other side. Shall we? And then, not one of these, but if we used one of the small angle spacers. And this is a design that on the forums, I believe, someone called it, this is what the RP guard eye, so let's get the LP guard eye for this one. LP guard V, LP plate, LP guard eye, there we go. This is a sort of design that on the forums is generally called, I think, a Spartan build, perhaps? It looks as though the size and shape means that I could use a larger LPRP there. I don't think that I'm going to try that quite yet, though. I wonder, do you think that's far enough forwards? I might be able to get this right here on the front. Nope, that does not work there. I might be able to get a medium armor piece, though, there. Which I think would be handy. But yeah, this idea of having this diagonal shield, I think that it's a very good one. These protected Hawks, they're nice and thin, which means that you can get a lot of frontal protection for one of these, even though they're very long. So you need more side protection on them. I think that this will work alright, though. Let's see if we can get that medium armor there. Medium. There we go. Let's get like a heavy protector. See if that'll fit there. That one is too big, so perhaps... Nope, not weapons, armor. Medium. Just a regular old protector? Would that fit? That does fit there, and that gives a little bit of extra protection. I might tweak that and see if I can get a slightly bigger one attached there. That might be better. But for now, that leaves this side nice and open, and I think that I want to use... Well, I know that I want to put some weapons there. I think, though, that I want to try out some cannons again. I want to keep the flames as my secondary weapon group. I think that that works really well. The flamethrowers, they're a very nice close-range weapon for defenders. I think that they actually are more appropriate than the... where are they? Cannons. I think that the flamethrowers are actually more appropriate than the shotguns at this point, as defender weapons. Now, I like... Actually, let's get some higher range on these if we can. Not the 160, but I like the Z and the X. The X has a lot more defense. The X has more range. And the X has somewhat more damage too, so okay. Well, not being about 100 over, but I think that we can fit 2 or 3 of these, don't you? And now, I could save some weight by not having the rest of them be the X2, or the ×2 scope, but that does actually change the shot pattern on them a little bit. And so I'm going to try to leave that there. If necessary, if we find ourselves running out of weight, then I can change that. Oh, dang, that doesn't fit. That would be neat if it did, but not quite. These are little things that I would like to see tweaked as the game goes further towards production, is just kind of tightening up shapes, maybe expanding that connection point out the tiniest bit or moving it up or down, because that's the sort of thing where it looks as though it should be able to fit a weapon up here, but there's just that tiniest little bit of extra curve there that prevents it. But I think that would just, you know, it would polish things up a little bit if you allowed that to be a connection point. Now, 3 is the most that you can do there. I wonder if I could do something with this. That's not quite what I had in mind. That's more like it. And what if I did this? That wasn't the right one. This one. There we go. I can do it either like that, or I can bring it around again. Do I want them further forwards? I don't want them further forwards. I want to leave them there. Okay. I could even move them back further, make it so that they protect my cockpit side a little bit more. I might just put armor on there, though. I seem to have enough weight to do that. We'll see. Put on my flamethrowers that I want. Now these ones I don't really care about the rotation because they don't have any recoil. And that's a little bit too heavy. What are these? Guys, these are the MegaFlames. I do like the damage they do. So what I'll look at is... These are the X-Cannons? Yeah. I can take away the X2 on those two and see if that helps. So just straight up X-Cannon. Because see, that's 641 versus 673. So that saves me about 32 weight, I guess you would say, on each of those. Although... might as well even just go light. 574 versus 641. That should actually be good. And if that doesn't work, I may look at using... That doesn't fit. Does that fit? That does not fit there. Interesting. Again, a little bit of a funky space thing there. Like, that shouldn't technically work because that looks like it collides when it shouldn't. Or rather, it doesn't collide when it should. Okay. That's still a bit heavy. So... Can this go... No, that can't go there. That's an issue. That is an issue. Well, I can just do this then. Can't I? I might be able to just remove both of these. And let's see if that does fit. Nice. Okie doke, and that saves a lot of weight for me. Enough that I could probably go back to the bigger cannons, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to use that weight and stick on a bit more armor on my... Oh, no, you don't go there. What are you doing? On my cockpit. Isn't there a side connector on here? Oh, there isn't in the back. I guess that must just be the dragons or the heavier cockpits. That explains a bit. Huh. Well, I guess I won't armor up the cockpit in the back anymore. So instead... Boom, I'm going to do this, if I can. Nice and close. And get you on there, and get you on there. Does that work? That works. 7-1-3-4. And I think that my generator... Yep, my generator is more than up to the challenge. That is pretty good. I am just like 11 points away from the weight. So let's actually see if I can upgrade that protector. Medium. Protector weighs 345. 3, 5, 6. And filter. Nope, just the protector. I could get one of these guys, though. Protector. And this is a lot less weight. 474 defense, though, and 90 armor, so that's actually better. It doesn't cover as much area, but it is technically better. And it's even lighter, so I might even be able to put something else on here. Wait, but that's right! The light armor does not fit on the front. I forgot about that. Well, I guess we're going with that one then. Okay. Weapons. Group 1. We are going to go primarily with the cannon. Group 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to bother with backup weapon groups. Mostly because I feel... Well, first off, when it comes to the cannons, the giraffe camo. Because when it comes to the cannons, the heaviest one is my primary weapon group. And when it comes to the flamethrowers, if I lose the camera, the weapon camera, I mean they're flamethrowers. I don't need to aim that precisely. Alright, well, let's head out and get into our match. Yeah, on this screen, I get like 90 frames per second. On certain loading screens, I get a ton more FPS. In match and in garage, I'm down at like 10, 15 less. I'm curious. I could go to Crater Arena, I could go to Blind Alley, I could go to Giant Leap. Blind Alley has the particle effects, like the wind or whatever that is, the sandstorm going on. And then Giant Leap has all the stuff. I think Blind Alley might be the least populated map with other art assets, which may make it the best for this. I'm going to see what my frame rate is there. We're going to Blind Alley. Not necessarily the best place to go with a slow defender, but this time I have longer range cannons, so it shouldn't be quite as bad. Okay, check where I am. Around. Now, of course, if I wanted to be silly and not get killed at all, Oh, I'm the best defender. I'm not gonna die at all. I can just run off the edge of the map. And run away from the AI. That is not what the defender do. That's what maybe the scout do. Not a scout. But it looks like there is a scout heading towards me. Right there. Bang. That didn't make any noise. Hold up. I'm getting shot at from behind. Ah. You messed with the wrong guy. Both of you did. Granted, my MegaFlames are getting screwed up by this, but I am dealing plenty of damage. Yes! I think that I might have gotten 2 kills. Sweet. Now to repair. Play it slow, play it carefully. That is the defender way. Of course, doing this sort of thing in a match against human opponents can be mighty dangerous. Being a sort of sitting duck inside of one of those. About the only builds that can really handle that sort of, Jeez. And he's right there. What's with all the scouts in this match? Dang it, I don't want to win because everyone's super weak. Let's go pick a fight with someone stronger. Unless we get a fight picked for us. Nope, missed. Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. I completely lost track of what I was saying. Oh no, I don't want to win just because I'm covered in armor and fighting little lightly armored scouts. Will that hit? I think some of them did. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Whoa! Excuse me, princess. And there go my flamethrowers. But see, like, now that I'm not fighting scouts, this is actually going to be difficult. Don't get in my face. Go away. Stop it. No. Quit it. I think I might have killed him. You, sir, are in a repair depot. Ow. Die. Your repair depot. I hope you're not repairing fast enough. Ow. Then I can damage you. Up, and that's that. That was not a very long one. I only lasted about 5 minutes there. 3 kills and 1 death, though. That's not horribly terrible. But yeah, like, as you can see, I'm okay against the scouts. But then when a soldier comes in, they were able to wreck me and pick off a bunch of my weapons. That's not the best thing. I think that maybe I need to either flip the weapon cluster so that the more heavily armored cannons are on the outside. The problem with that is that if the less armored shotgun or flamers get taken out, I lose the whole group. That's an issue. Or maybe I could hide the flamethrowers, say like underneath the cockpit there. That could be interesting. In any case, I think that that is it for today's episode of One Shot. For today's One Shot? Yeah. In any case, this has been Angel Dude. Have a nice day.